It's Madden NFL 24, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Chargers and the Titans on Thursday night primetime.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taken down just shy of the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 21, here's second down at 7. Now it's Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and now it's third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And not only will he not get the few inches much as he needs. He's going to go backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 2nd down and 6 now, as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Herbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was what?
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
This is unbelievable.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Back to throw.
Herbert, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, Herbert.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday night football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The late afternoon games hold some intrigue as well. A good one being up at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Okay,
We were certainly
Coach,
treated to an entertaining first
this
half.
One's still
Both these
anyone's
teams
game
with some
as we
high
welcome
points
you
and maybe a
back
couple
for
of low
quarter
points as
number
well.
3.
So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you a little.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Gets around him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough...
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He'll drop to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown.
Chris Watkins.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Herbert.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but
maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's Spears on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. And they scratch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Herbert and the Chargers down 20-14. A minute 53 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's second down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Herbert going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Herbert to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's second down. Herbert.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now first and goal. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Joseph now to have the PAT. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Joseph on for the extra point. And they have got the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is first and 10. They'll look to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Chargers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.